Welcome back, good people. I hope you're having a good time this Saturday afternoon. Today I'm going to show you how I made sausage rolls. I'm going to show you step by step on how I made them and the ingredients that I used. I used the puff pastry that I bought. I used sausages. I used crushed garlic powder, cayenne pepper for a kick, black pepper, as well as salt. Although I didn't show it, I did use salt a little bit because those sausages, they're salty, so I just used a pinch of salt. So I removed the casing, as you can see there on the screen, because I need the inside, the filling of the sausages. Okay. After that, I transferred those sausages to a bowl and then smashed them using the fork, as you can see. But I also use breadcrumbs to bind everything together. Now I'm smashing the sausages before I add the spices and the herbs. I separated the egg. I'm gonna use the egg white. I'm gonna add it onto the sausages that have been smashed or that have been mashed. I'm gonna keep the yolk for later, as you will see. Okay. I've added the egg white into the bowl. I added a pinch of salt, the garlic powder, cayenne powder, black pepper, and I added sage, the dry sage. You can use the fresh one if you like, but I use the powder. Okay. I also use coriander leaves, the powder one, the dry coriander leaves, just a little bit. I added about I added 3 teaspoons of breadcrumbs just to bind everything together. I started using the spoon, but I realized, you know what, I need to just wash my hands and use my hands, as you can see there. So I'm gonna mix everything together. And now come the stage of shaping that mixture into a sausage shape. Yes, I have to actually make it like long and sausagey like. Okay, as you can see there, I'm trying to shape it. And then I had to flatten the puff pastry using the rolling pin, just to cover all those small, it cracked somehow, so I have to just try to close up the cracks. I tried, but it didn't really work. Now I'm going to put my sausage, shape it so that it fits the length of the puff pastry. As you can see there on the screen, I'm trying to shape it so that it fits the shape of that, the length of that puff pastry. And then I'm going to be using the egg yolk. Remember, I left the egg yolk, so I'm going to add a little bit of water there as you can see, and beat it. It's gonna act like a glue to glue everything together. Okay, I'm using the pastry brush, as you can see there, brushing the puff pastry before rolling it. Yeah, I'm busy just brushing that egg wash there. Like I said, it's gonna act like a glue, so that while this is cooking, this sausage roll is cooking, it won't fall apart or it won't open. So that egg wash there is acting as a glue. But it was too much. That puff pastry was a bit too much, so I had to actually I made two sausage roll. I made the big one and the small ones. You will see as I continue. Now I'm rolling the puff pastry. As you can see, I put that puff pastry onto the plastic wrap. It makes it easy, you know, to roll it. Now I'm pressing everything to make sure that everything is glued together. Okay, after that I'm gonna just take a knife and cut it. As you can see, that piece there, there's a whole lot of piece, it can't go to waste, so I had to actually open another sausage and made the mini sausage rolls. You'll see as I continue. Now I'm cutting that big one. Okay, now I'm gonna remove that big piece. I'm gonna use it later, as you will see. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that everything is closed up there. I'm gonna use the fork, but I realized that I need to dip the fork in the egg wash so that it doesn't get stuck in there, as you can see. Okay, it actually creates a very nice shape, you know, that fork. Once it's cooked, you'll see it creates a very, very nice shape. Okay, just dip it in that egg wash so that it doesn't get stuck in the dough. Okay. I'm just finishing now with the fork shape, and then I'm gonna brush that pastry with the pastry brush. As you can see there, I'm brushing that egg wash so that when it's cooked, it's all brown, and oh, you'll see, guys, deliciousness of this stuff that I'm cooking here. You have no idea. So I'm just brushing that egg wash there, and then I'm going to put that baking paper there. I'm gonna brush it with, you can use the butter, but I use the cooking spray. It's easier that way, you know. Okay, as you can see, I'm just spraying that cooking oil in there before putting the pastry. Now I'm just removing that pastry from that plastic. I'm going to transfer it onto the baking tray with the parchment paper. Okay, I didn't show it, but I'm gonna put that small piece, I'm gonna shape it. You're gonna see I'm going to shape the small piece and also put it on that tray. Okay, you'll only see it when it's cooked. Right now I'm shaping the small one. I didn't want that small puff pastry to go to waste, so I had to use it because it had the egg wash, you remember, so I couldn't really even keep it. Okay, right now I'm just shaping it, closing up using my fingers. I didn't use fork there. So I'm going to put it on that baking tray and put it in the oven. It cooked for about, it took about 30 minutes basically. Yes, 30 minutes on 200 degrees Celsius. I had to preheat the oven and cooked it for 30 minutes. It was ready after 30 minutes. Okay, if it's not brown yet, you can maybe add another 5 minutes. Okay, now the finished product, guys. I'm gonna cut that deliciousness over there. You will see as I cut it. I'm starting with the small one, the mini sausage roll. I'm cutting it into mini ones. Okay, it's a bit hot. I'm sure you can see that I'm actually trying to avoid being burnt. It's a bit hot. So I'm cutting that small one into small mini sausage roll. Okay. Oh, can't wait to eat this stuff. It looks delicious. Now I'm going to the big one. I'm gonna cut it into 3 sausage rolls. Oh. Next time I will show you how I make the puff pastry. It's very easy, but this time I had to use the store-bought one. I was lazy. It takes a long time to make the puff pastry. But next time I will actually post a video showing you how you can make your own puff pastry. As you can see there, that is a finished product. I'm going to transfer it into a different yeah, I'm gonna just use the board just to show you how it turned out. A finished product, guys. It looks delicious. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this looks delicious. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't done so. Hope to see you later. Bye.